I'm Valerie.
I'm Amanda.
Like, did you like it?
Yeah, I do. I really like the game so far. I can't.
Yeah,
I didn't realize like the last two. I didn't realize they didn't have all the episodes out yet. So I was like, I bought the what is it, the
season
season
pass.
pass, and I was like, wait a minute, why can't I download the last three, 2 or 3 episodes? I was like, oh, they're not out yet.
Yeah, like in a way that sucks because like you just want to hurry and find out the story, but at the
Yeah,
same time, it's like you could. It's like you can wait with the other people and
right.
be in the excitement with everybody.
Yeah, it's like so much anticipation because you finish an episode and you're like, ah, no, I want to
So
play
what
some more.
what were your expectations on the game? Like, were they better, or were you expecting it to be a different type of game?
Um, I don't know because I haven't really played too many games like this one, so I guess I was thinking it was gonna be something totally different. Like I didn't realize, you know, it was like a choice-based game. I don't know,
Like,
but
if you had to compare it to a game, what game did you think it was in the style of?
um, I don't know to be honest. That's because I've never really like I'm so used to certain types of games like Fallout and Halo and stuff like that. I never really play games like this too much, so it was like the first.
Did I recommend this game to you, or did you just look interesting?
Well, actually I saw my friend Napoleon. He was playing it, so I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So I went and looked at it. I was like, yeah, that looks, interesting. Like, because I read, what it's about and everything. I was like, yeah, that's because I like the story.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think it just
decided,
like because I'm used to games like this. Like, if I had to compare it, it'd be like the a dating sim, but without the dating. Like, there is some romantic parts in it, but it's not really the main base
oh
of the
yeah, that's
story.
true. Yeah, that's true because you have like choices and dating sim games, right? So it's like,
Yeah, and also it reminded me of the Telltale games.
oh yeah, like the Wolf Among Us. I've played that one, and then
The Walking Dead.
yeah, I haven't finished that. I need to, but
So I kind of like how this one was more laid back, how you didn't have to hurry up and choose. It gave you all the time in the world, and it even let you rewind if you wanted to.
yeah,
Uh,
I really like that. It's different.
yeah, instead of having to go through the trouble of like restarting at a checkpoint or something, you could just rewind it.
Yeah, because I don't like those ones where you have to hurry up and make a decision. This one, like you said, it gives you time to pick, or you can go back.
Yeah, I do
It's
like the fast-paced ones, but I like how, like, once in a while, I like a relaxing game to play.
right. Yeah, because I really like the Wolf Among Us. So, but like I said, that one you have to choose so quickly. I mean, yeah, it's nice and fun that way, but it's also nice to have something that's, you know, like this one.
Yeah, like after a while, it gets stressful.
Yeah,
So a game
it
like this
does.
was just laid back, and it really made me miss high school because I loved high school, I, and
Right.
then the way it made me miss college because of the dorms, because they had
Oh,
dorms. It wasn't like a
yeah.
normal high school. So I
That was.
guess the next part would be spoilers because I'm going to get into details about like our choices and the characters and stuff.
Oh yeah. Spoilers.
So I guess the like this wasn't really a big choice, but did you check people's computers and people's tablets that were just
Yeah, I
lying around?
did. I was really nosy.
I played it like if I was her, so I didn't check any of that because, like, in real life, I wouldn't do that.
Well, in
So
real life, I wouldn't either, but I mean, I guess because it's a game,
yeah,
I was
because
just
I did
curious.
check. I checked everything on my second playthrough.
Yeah. Well, because you know how, like, when you check things and it gives, I guess it gives you information that you might need. So I guess that's why I did it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, in real life, I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, you played it as like a game with a goal to find out what happened, and I played it
yeah,
as this is how
yeah,
I would react.
right,
But I did play a second playthrough because I did feel like, and I did know I was missing a lot of information because there were some people I wouldn't talk to,
yeah,
and I think the only people I really talk to is if, because you know how you can look at people and then talk to them if you wanted.
yeah.
So depending on what her thought was, like Alyssa, she said, I think me and Alyssa can become better friends. So I talked to her, and she
Oh,
liked Kate. She really liked Kate in her what she talked about in her journal. So I talked to
yeah,
Kate.
right.
Oh, and were you? Um. Oh wait, going back. Did you tell the truth or did you lie?
I on where we had to either report Nathan or hide it.
Yeah,
I
like
I reported him.
me too. Because I think if I was in that situation, it's like, why wouldn't
Yeah,
I mention a kid with a gun?
yeah, exactly. Because he could be like one of those and go shoot up the whole school, and you know,
Yeah,
it
like
kind of
I
made me
knew.
mad that they weren't.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna turn out well because he's like rich and powerful, and his family owns the school. But like, I would actually say something.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
that's
in my
I would have
second
too.
playthrough, I made her lie, and she
Oh,
wasn't very good at it. So either way, he knows you're hiding something.
yep. I
Did
don't
you?
know. I would report him because if it even happened in real life anywhere, I would report it because that's scary.
Yeah. And I thought it would be good to get him on record at least. Like, let's say he
Yeah,
does, like, at the time I didn't know it, but let's say in the future he does something bad, but they're like, oh, but he has this clean record. But at least now they'll be like, oh, wait, this person complained that you had a gun. So there'll be some
right.
type of record. And
Yeah,
even though he didn't believe us when we said about Nathan, the principal didn't believe us or didn't want to believe us.
yeah. I got mad at that because they act like they didn't want to believe it or anything. So, like,
And I
really?
liked um, that she mentions anime. Like anime exists in this world because in so many high school games, it's like anime doesn't exist, or it's like this taboo thing even amongst like nerds and geeks.
Yeah,
So it's like frowned upon. But in this story, it makes it seem like it's so normal, like
yeah.
liking
I
comic
noticed
books and
that.
stuff.
Yeah, I noticed they added a few things like that. That like it's
She
just
mentions
normal.
Full Metal Alchemist. She mentions Akira and Lupin,
Wow.
and she
I
even mentions SpongeBob. And it's like just little things like that makes the game feel more real.
yeah, like real life.
So I really like that anime is seen as something nerdy now, at
Yeah,
least in games, because it's usually not in there.
right.
Oh, and did
Right.
you sign the petition or
I think I did.
for
Oh
security
wait,
cameras, or to get so security cameras aren't on, or did you not sign so there couldn't be security cameras?
I think I made the mistake and didn't sign it, which I think I was. That's Miss Grant's petition because I
Yeah,
thought I signed it, but this is just showing I didn't. So I don't remember why I didn't though.
no,
That's the weird part.
because there was two good arguments. There was the one like, wow, it could have saved that girl Rachel, like if they had
Yeah,
like suspects, but at the same time, you
yeah,
don't want the school to feel like a jail, like you're always
yeah.
being
That's probably
monitored.
what it was. Yeah, I remember that now because you know, like um, the security guard, like he's,
Yeah.
always spying on people. So
Yeah, he's so
I guess that's
shady.
probably why I didn't. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't do it because this stuff with him already is like, you know,
Wait, you didn't do it, or you did?
yeah, I didn't sign it.
Oh, to catch him.
Yeah.
But the first time I played, I did sign it because it's like if I was in her shoes, even if I disagree with it, I probably would have signed just because.
Oh
So I
yeah.
didn't have to be mean. But in
Right.
my second playthrough, I actually didn't because I like for me, I felt like safer with cameras
Yeah,
because I
that
have
is
nothing
true.
to hide, so I don't mind security cameras.
Yeah, I don't mind them either because I mean, they are they do keep you safe or whatever. But
Yeah, she tried to make the argument like it was a jail cell and stuff, and feel like you're monitored, but I don't feel that way. I feel safer.
yeah,
Oh, and were you mean to Victoria, or did you comfort her?
I comforted her because I mean, like
Yeah, I
I
did
wouldn't
too.
make fun of somebody in real life, so you know, I would just. I mean, if they're really upset and stuff, I'm not gonna make fun of them regardless. I mean,
Yeah, and I
I don't
don't
know.
really like confrontation to begin with, so
Me neither.
like I comfort
Me.
her too.
Yeah, I don't like
Until she's like
confrontation.
really mean, and I
Yeah,
don't like her character, even though I like her style, I like her hair, but she's just really mean person.
yeah, she is. Like that. I don't. That's why I was like, I don't want to. I was like, I don't want to make fun of her, but I was just like, I don't know. Comforting her, I guess, would just be the right.
And
I mean, what I
in
do.
my second playthrough, I was mean to her, and she just becomes an extra enemy.
Oh wow.
So it's like even worse, and she steals your cookies. Like she
What?
messes up your dorm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to play through it again just to see, just different.
I also didn't enter anyone's room or knock on anyone's doors the first time I played, but
I
the
did.
second time I did.
Yeah, I did. I did the first time.
And nothing really comes from knocking, like they don't answer anyways. Well, most of them
Right.
didn't.
Like some of them, you could just walk in there and it's just like, what? Okay. Go through their stuff.
Did you draw a face on your whiteboard?
Uh, I think I think I did.
Like I related a lot to that perfectly because when I was in college, I put a face on mine, like how I was feeling that day. So it's like, oh, she did the same thing. I'm not the only weirdo. Because I really didn't have anything to say. I wasn't into quotes. So,
Yeah, me neither. Like I don't know. I like quotes, but I would probably just do like the same thing and just do like how I was feeling or something that day.
yeah, it's just there. It's better than it being blank.
Yeah, at least have something there.
I think my roommate thought it was lame, though. She didn't say anything, but I could feel it. I
Oh,
like my roommate. Um,
I've always wondered what it's like to just you know stay in a dorm and
I did
have
like
like
it.
someone.
Like, she wasn't mean to me, but you could tell that we just didn't get along. Well, we got
Oh,
along, but we were two different people completely.
yeah, that's gotta be hard though.
It was just
Kind
a
of.
lot of awkwardness.
Yeah.
Like we both did our own thing. Anyways, did you when you had to go into Victoria's room to find proof, because Dana and um Juliet were like fighting
Uh
because
huh.
she locked her in her own room. Did you mess up the photos in her room?
No, I did. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't at first either, because it's like, why would I want her to know I'm in here?
Right?
And
Because
also
I was
didn't
like,
make sense to like be nice, like to comfort her, and then to go mess up her stuff.
Yeah, that too. Cause like I wouldn't do that. Like that's another thing. Like I wouldn't do in real life. So I didn't. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I did it in my second playthrough though, and she organizes it to where it looks like you're flipping her off.
That's funny.
Did you pick up the pregnancy test in Dana's room?
I think I, I think I did. I did at first, but then I like went back because I didn't. I was like, no, that I was like, that's not something I would do in real life. So I went back and just didn't even touch it. Like I rewind
Yeah.
because I was like, I wouldn't even because that's. I was like, that's not my business. So
Like I saw it there the first time and I didn't even click on it. It was like, no, I don't want to touch it.
yeah,
But the second time I did, like I just picked it up, and then the next like she kicks you out of her room,
hmm
like she wants you to leave. Then the next time you
yeah,
meet her, Max is just like, "Do you hate me?" And she's like, "No, I don't hate you. I just wish you weren't so nosy." So it's like she doesn't stay mad at you. Oh, and like, uh, when you saw David yelling at Kate, did you step in or take a picture?
Oh, I stepped in
Yeah, me
because
too.
I was thinking about taking a picture because you know, like for proof that he was messing with her. But then I was like, no. I was like, I better step in because you know that way.
Yeah, so she knows you care.
Yeah.
And my second playthrough, I took a picture,
Uh huh.
and she was really angry. But that proof really does help
Really.
if you're gonna blame um, David. If you don't blame David, then the proof is really worthless.
See, that's why it's so hard for me to play like this game because some choices, like either way you go, it's like they're either there's good like pros and cons of either way. So
Yeah, it's like, do you help her but make her angry, or do you make her happy but you can't? You don't have proof.
yeah, so it's difficult.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it makes it interesting
Yeah, so it doesn't make the choices too obvious. It's like, well, which would you rather have?
because I guess that's more like real life too, like how it would actually be if you were in that situation, or you know,
And did you write on the RV with your finger?
on the RV.
And you could draw on the window?
No, no, I didn't.
Oh, like I don't know why that was so important, but apparently at the end of the episode, it's like on there. Like,
Oh,
did you write on it? So I'm guessing it's important later on, but like maybe in the
but it,
fourth episode because it's not important in episode 2 or 3.
yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm surprised I didn't though, but like that's another thing. Usually I wouldn't do that in real life. So
Oh,
like if it was
well, that
someone
I probably
else's
would.
vehicle. Well, I mean, like if it was someone else's vehicle, I wouldn't touch it. But like if it was mine, I would probably do it. Just you know.
And also, like the only thing I could think of that was important, like you could take a picture from it. Like once you draw on it, you could take one of those
Oh
optional
yeah,
pictures. So
yeah.
that's where you get that at.
I think I missed some of those pictures though. But
Yeah,
then I'm
I
like,
had a
where did I miss
playthrough. I got them all because they go in order. So it's like, okay, I have to find this picture before I go to the next part. So that was kind
Yeah,
of easy that they put it in order like that. But my first
right.
playthrough, I missed a lot.
Yeah, I did miss a lot. I think like I'll probably play back through it and try to get all of them and do different things just to see.
So what about, did you try to have a love interest with Warren, or did you just treat him like a friend?
I've tried to like don't remember if it was the second episode. Which episode was it? Second or third? I can't remember. Like,
Oh, I meant
I
like at the part where you meet him and you give him his
oh
flash drive and he's about to hug you. Thought that part was funny. But he asks like, "Do you want to talk?" And there's like an option to talk or not.
I think I did talk to him, but I can't remember now because I don't see it on
Um,
my. Is it in the?
oh no, it's not one of the major choices. It's just one I wrote down.
Oh, yeah, because I really I like him as like
Yeah, I
for him to
put
be her, interest. So I tried.
yeah, I played it as like I would be too nice to say no.
Yeah,
So, but I try to like make her hook up with that boy she thought was cute, that skater guy. I forgot his name. I think it was Tyler or Justin. Maybe it was Justin.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Justin because I haven't written down. That's. Did you talk to the skater guy?
Yeah, I pretty much talked to everybody. I think so. Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Yeah, if there's a way
But
for her to go like to that party with him, like I'll pick that option.
yeah,
But if not, I'll just make her go with Warren.
yeah, I've been
Because
trying to get her with him, and
on my second playthrough, though, I'm like denying him.
oh
So I'm seeing like what happens if you just have no interest in no one on
yeah,
my second. And when Nathan walked up and he's like, there's two options where you can like say, I know that you have a gun, or you can be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Which one did you pick?
I think I what I did was I think I did um because I knew I didn't I was trying to help, so of course I was gonna say I know you had the gun, so
Yeah, me too. I just told him straight out and like, I know about the gun.
yeah, because I mean it's the same one you didn't want to lie, so or you didn't want to
Yeah.
hide that he's you know
Yeah, and at the same
that's a
time, you could let Warren know too, because he's like right there, so he'll know like, wait, he had a gun.
yeah, because it's it's a serious situation, so then when Warren, I guess, did they get into like a fist fight? I can't remember, or something
Yeah, they
like that.
did.
Yeah,
Warren got a black.
yeah. Which I thought that was that was really brave of him because
Yeah,
the other guy having a gun, like, what? Really?
yeah, you don't want to be his enemy.
Yeah. And then you don't want your friend getting shot because you know,
And I like when you could sit on the sofa and then swing, and she'll have like flashbacks.
yeah,
And in one of the flashbacks, Chloe mentions Laura Croft, and it's like, yay, another reference to a game that's
right?
like real life that actually exists. It's not like a parody name or something. So it
Yeah,
just really makes it feel like this is real life. Like these characters exist somewhere.
yeah. That was that was pretty cool. I
Did
like that
you
about it.
did you find a way to hide in the room? Because at first I didn't know how to hide, so I just got caught.
Oh yeah,
Like I
yeah.
found a
I
way how to hide later on, but like on my second playthrough, for my first one, I'm like, the lamp keeps falling.
oh, whenever David uh came upstairs and was yelling at Chloe and stuff, that part.
Yeah,
Yeah, I stayed hidden. I mean, it was hard for me to choose because I wanted to because I hid, but then I wanted to come out and help her, but then I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I just stayed hidden.
yeah, that would have been my first choice. But if you wait too long, it automatically goes, and you get like he just walks in and he sees you.
Yeah,
So I just stuck with that, like because I couldn't. At first, the option to move the lamp wasn't working for my first playthrough for some reason, but in the second playthrough, I seen like, hey, you can move the lamp.
Oh,
So if you get caught and he sees the weed, he'll blame her, and then Chloe,
yeah.
she says, "Oh, it's hers. Like it's
Yeah.
not mine." And like, "Oh wow, thanks." I took the blame anyways, but
Yeah.
just I don't really like Chloe so far that I've seen.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't like her. How
Yeah,
she
she's
kind of
pretty, like,
forces you to do things her way, and she's bossy, and she gets jealous of other
yeah, I
people.
didn't care too much for that either. Like, I wouldn't want somebody, supposedly best friend, doing that to me. Like, you know,
And then once he leaves the room, she's like, "Oh, you're so awesome for taking the blame. I owe you one." But it's like, what about a thank you instead of,
right?
or I'm sorry that I had to blame you, but I would have gotten more in trouble.
Yeah. And
And
that just
then,
makes, like, your character look bad because, you know,
yeah, I don't really like her. Not enough to
yeah.
where I don't like her as her friend because I can see she could be a good person. But so
Yeah.
far, she just seems really spoiled, and like even though spoiled's a wrong word because she's poor, but it just seems like she can't have it her way. She's angry.
Yeah. And she just, like, she stays in trouble too much because, you know, I guess, like,
Just,
I guess
yeah,
drugs and stuff like that. I don't know.
yeah,
Just,
too many bad choices, and
yeah, like that's I've never been like that in my life. So of course, like I wouldn't want to be around people, like that too much. That they just make too many bad choices.
and then the second playthrough when, well, you know this, like if you don't, like if you just stay hidden and you don't come out, she always brings it up, like, yeah, you let me get in trouble for that weed
Yeah,
and blah blah blah, and then even her mom, and one of them was like, I really wish you were there to help her when
yeah,
she got caught by that with the weed, and it's like, it's her fault, not mine. Why is it she's still bringing that up?
yeah, exactly. It's like what it was all hers. Like bring me? Why blame me? Why bring me into it?
And she told us to hide.
Right? That part really like got to me. Like I just,
Yeah, every
especially
time
when
she
they keep
brought it
bringing
up,
up,
I
yeah,
wish I could just be like, oh, stop talking about you get in trouble with that weed. Like, you should have been smart enough to hide it. Even though it didn't
yeah,
really make sense that the game didn't let you rewind and hide it. Like, that
yeah,
didn't make sense why the game didn't let you just rewind time, get the weed, and hide it within the closet with you.
right,
That's like the only plot hole I could see in the game. But so far, it's been pretty good.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really
That was the
love
only thing.
the voice acting. It's so good.
It
And the
is,
way the dialogue, it just seems so realistic. Like that's how teens talk. They don't
yeah,
like other games. It's so cheesy the dialogue.
right,
So I really love this game after just the first episode.
yeah. I've really like enjoyed it so far. Like I just, it's not something I normally play, I guess, but it's just like there's so many like even small things like you said with the game references and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And
Yeah,
a lot of like actual things that can happen in real life.
and I wonder if Al liked it because there was lots of references to like time travel movies.
Yeah, that too. And like I asked him during a stream if he's played it, and he said he has, but he didn't record it. I would love to like
Well, he did record
hear.
it, but he didn't like that. It didn't sound funny, so he didn't upload it.
Oh, yeah, I
But
couldn't remember if he said if he recorded or not, but
yeah, he just decided not to upload it because it wasn't too funny and he thought it'd be boring. But it's like it wouldn't be boring. People are so interested in just seeing him play through a game. He
Yeah,
doesn't
because
always have to put on like he doesn't always have to try to be funny. Like it's really interesting just seeing him play. That's how much his fans love him.
yeah, it's like that one that you suggested to him that he played with that dating sim. Which one was that?
Long story.
He played that one, and that one's kind of, you make your choices or whatever. And I mean,
I guess he got to do the voices for that one because it didn't have voices.
oh
So
yeah, true.
maybe in I'm imagining him playing it and being silent through most of it and just having little remarks because they talk mostly. So I'm guessing
Yeah,
that's why he didn't upload it. But I would have liked to see him play.
yeah, I'd still like to see him play this one, like to see what choices he makes and everything. I would like to see that.
So in episode 2,
Uh
like
huh.
that's the first time. Is this like a paper by the door about your class schedules? That was the first time you got to find out what year it was, and it was like the year 2013.
Uh huh.
Did you find out earlier, or was that the first episode too that showed the actual year?
Um, this was in the second episode.
Yeah, in the second episode, you wake up in your dorm room, and
Yeah,
there's like a paper by your door that has your class schedules for 2013, 2014.
yeah. I don't remember that part. I think that was the first time like I
I just
saw
want to
that.
make sure I didn't miss something in episode 1 was like, oh, you find out later, like you find out right earlier that it's what year it is. I was just,
Yeah, I
didn't look
think
good.
that. Yeah, I think that was the first time I saw it was in the second episode.
Because I feel like I relate to her a lot because I
Hmm.
really was interested. Like when I was younger, I wanted to be a photographer as well. Like I don't
Oh, really?
anymore, but I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like taking pictures of nature and stuff. Like she
Right.
takes pictures of like random things, but for me it was just nature.
Yeah.
And I love those instant Polaroid
Oh,
cameras.
yeah. Those are so cool.
So I was so excited to find out that that's like her thing. The
I
only
used
thing
to.
I don't care for is I don't like her hair and I don't like her clothes.
Right.
So
Yeah. Same
I
here.
would change that. And when you're at the diner, what did you pick to eat? Like there was waffles and then there was bacon, I think.
I picked the waffles because that
Me
I
too.
love waffles. So
It just sounded good. And
yeah, and they still sound good right now.
oh
um,
yeah, you did. You talked to strangers around
yeah.
the diner.
Yeah. I normally talk to everyone just in case like there was some kind of information I needed or something.
Like the first one I talked to, like in my first playthrough, I just talked to the policeman and I talked to him about David at security just to get him on record, just in case.
Right. I guess like the more info they get, the more,
Yeah, so so they remember like oh she asked about him when he kind of complained and I don't think it really mattered though, but just in case.
yeah.
Did you
Uh,
answer Kate's call at the diner?
it that was a tough one for me because like I think at first I did, but then there was a reason why I went back and didn't answer it the second time,
Yeah,
but
Chloe
I
and her
can't
mom was
remember what
fighting.
happened.
It was
Yeah,
Chloe and her mom was fighting.
yeah. That's why I didn't answer because, you know, I don't it was that was a tough one for me. Like I wanted to answer it to be there for her to, when she needed me, but then there was also my other friend and her mom arguing and stuff, so then I just didn't answer it.
I answered it because it's like it's just one call and what were they arguing about? Because I never went back. Because even on my second playthrough, I answered her call.
Um, I can't remember if it was. Was it about her getting in trouble by her stepdad, the weed, or was it? Uh, I can't remember what they were arguing about because
So it's probably something with the weed then.
I think so, but I can't fully remember. Or it had to be like something, along the lines of her getting in some kind of trouble.
Yeah. So I'm glad I answered the call because she just sprung that on herself.
Yeah,
Because it's like I don't want to be guardian angel for stuff like that. I don't mind saving her life, but not stuff like that.
yeah.
And in this episode, I've been getting a lot of glitches. Like my game freezed after that
Oh, it
part.
did. Ooh.
Yeah. And then later on in the junkyard, it glitched. And on my second playthrough, it glitched.
Oh,
So
wow.
episode 2 is really buggy. Did you
That
get any glitches at all?
not that
Episode
I
1 to 3?
know. I never really had any problems with it that
Well,
I know of.
maybe it's the PS3 version.
I don't know. Yeah, because I don't remember ever having any problems with it. I mean, like the only thing is like my every so often my Xbox will freeze, but like it'll freeze just sitting there. But not I didn't have any problems with while I was playing.
In the junkyard,
Uh-huh.
did you write on her wall, like, Max was here?
Yeah, I did.
I did on my second playthrough. I wonder what
Yeah.
it does. Because you know that butterfly thing shows up to show that um, it does something.
Oh yeah. I
But
think
I don't know what it does yet, so maybe we'll find out in
uh,
episode 4.
well, I remember writing on her wall, but on this, I must have rewound and didn't write on it because uh, I remember her saying something about like when I went back and didn't write on it. I remember her saying something about like it was just Chloe and the other and Rachel thing. So I guess that's why I went back and didn't
Um,
write on it because I remember writing on it, but then I remember going back
isn't
because I
that
guess it
just
felt
like
weird.
great? Because you don't have to reload or anything. It's like the rewind power is so convenient. Like not only for her, those characters in game, but it's like ours too. It's like we have the power all
Yeah,
the time in other games, but like we have the power to rewind to a
yeah,
checkpoint in other games, but in this one, it's like we both like us and the character has the power to rewind.
yeah.
So it's pretty cool, like a
It
fourth
is really
wall.
cool.
Did you try to shoot um
Uh, at
Frank?
first I did. At first I did, but then I went back. That was another one I went back on because I wasn't sure of what I should have done. Like I wanted to, I wanted to keep it like try shooting him and then just leave it at that. But like I didn't want him to.
Get more dangerous.
Yeah. So that's why I went back and just didn't do that because I didn't want him to, like try
Yeah,
to
I
come
didn't.
after us or something.
Yeah, I didn't try to shoot him either in the first one. And like there's a chance where you could get it back anyways.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I couldn't decide what I should choose. But some of them I was like, yeah, this would be me in real life, so I'll just keep that as is.
oh, and how did you stop the train from running her over? Because I know there was a few ways you could do that.
The only I didn't know if there was several different ways,
Yeah, there
but
is.
what I did was I had to go into the shack or whatever you call it and have to get the tools and all that or whatever to turn the track. That's the way I did it.
So did
I
you
didn't
turn the track and then turn it back?
Yeah,
Yeah, you did the safe way. Like
yeah.
I just got the, what's it called? The thing we open the door with.
The crow. Was it a
Yeah,
crowbar?
the
Yeah.
crowbar. Like I used the crowbar and that big rolling thing that was
Uh-huh.
on the side of the cliff. Like I used that to make that roll down, and it
Oh,
like broke. That broke the whole thing, and it made the train go the wrong way.
I don't remember. Yeah, because I didn't know if there was any other way. So that, like the way that I did it, that was the only way I knew of doing it. So, like at first, it took me a while because I was like, wait a minute, how am I supposed to do this? And then I didn't realize there was another way like you did it.
Yeah,
But I
I think
did,
my way was too destructive. Like you did the safe way, because I did the safe way too on my second playthrough.
yeah.
And did you try like when you pick up the axe and you go to her to try to use it on her leg? Did you see her
Oh
dialogue?
no, I didn't do that.
Like yeah, it stops you. It's like I am not gonna cut her off. She is not a zombie. Like it doesn't. I think that axe is just there for the
Yeah,
comic
I
book.
didn't even know that. That's funny though. Man, yeah, see, there's like so many different things I didn't even know.
Oh, there's like a second time he can talk to the principal. And did he ask
Like,
like when he asked, I hope you don't have more stories about Nathan or something like that. Did you put
yeah,
that you saw Kate and David, or did you like no, nothing today?
I can't remember if I told him more. I think I did tell him more stuff because, like, I wanted to see if, like if they were actually gonna investigate and stuff like that. So, or like, I wanted to give him more information.
It was so annoying how he didn't believe.
Yeah, I. That's the one thing I couldn't stand about it. Is he's supposed to be the principal. He's supposed to like they act like there's like no it's like no big deal.
Did you help Warren with his science project?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
And I like how there was like a Breaking Bad reference.
Was there?
Yeah, like if you help him, like in my second playthrough, I helped him. And he's like, you're like the Heisenberg of the school.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Yeah, yeah, I helped him because like it's the same thing as like him being like her interest or whatever. So I helped him.
Oh, and there was also another Breaking Bad reference
Was
in
there?
episode one at the end when Chloe's uh, when Max says, "Should we go to the police?" and Chloe's like, "Oh no, we're gonna Walter White on these people."
I don't remember that either. I'm gonna have to play it again. That's cool though. I love the references.
Yeah, I like how they don't have to parry the names like other stuff does.
Yeah, that it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. I guess they'd have to like buy the rights to it, or to be able to use it or something. I don't know. That's cool though.
So were you able to save Kate?
Yeah, I think at first I can't remember if at first I wasn't able to, but like I may have went back because I guess because I wasn't sure what to do, or like I just didn't get there in time or whatever. So
And
I went back and
surprisingly, I saved her on my first try. Like I
you
picked
did.
all the right answers, like thankfully. Because
Yeah,
my second playthrough, I had to keep going back on the checkpoint because your rewind power doesn't work.
yeah, yeah. I
So,
think I had to do that same thing because
so my second playthrough was like such a hassle to keep her
yeah,
alive.
right. Because I didn't want her dying, so I tried every way possible to like just make sure I was able to save her.
Yeah. And who did, like, I'm pretty sure you blame Nathan, right? Because you have
Yeah,
three options.
yep, I did. I think I went through each one though, just to see like what what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
And I felt so bad, like whenever I blamed Mr. Jefferson, I was like,
I never tried that one. What does he say?
I don't remember what he says, but like you could tell he was like so sad and so upset. I was like, oh no. I was like, I didn't need to do that.
Was he like silent sadness or was he like yelling and angry?
He was like silence and sadness. I was like,
Oh.
oh god. I was like, no, because I like Mr. Jefferson, so I was like, no. I was like, I have to go back. Because I wanted to blame David too, because it's between David and Nathan. Like, both of them are trouble. So,
Yeah, and did you realize how when they're like, "Yeah, you're a real hero," and Jefferson or the principal agreed, like, "Yeah, you're a hero," and David's like, "Yeah, a real hero." Like he
yeah,
was angry about it. Like that's either he wanted her to die or he wanted to save her.
yeah,
So it's like I don't know if he's this creepy guy that left the doors unlocked on purpose to kill her, or he left it unlocked so he can be the hero.
yeah. I don't know. See, it's just because I don't like David at all, and I don't like Nathan.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but Nathan, like he's the one that had the gun, and he was, you know, I don't know. It's hard to pick between the two, but I blame Nathan. So
And this episode just felt a lot shorter to me.
the
Like
second,
most of the episodes, just you having to prove your power to Chloe, which I didn't mind in the diner. But when
yeah,
she wanted to play with it some more in the junkyard, I just felt like that took most of the story. It was wasted on that playing with
yeah,
bottles.
yeah. I didn't really care too much for that part. Like it took me forever to find the last bottle. Well, the one bottle that was hidden behind their little thing, like in that little
Yeah, the
go to.
campfire.
Yeah, I couldn't find that one. It took me forever. I was like, this is already taking too long playing around. We're supposed to be finding someone who is missing.
Yeah, because she already proved what she had in her pockets, and she proved like she predicted the future to prove that she had these powers. So I don't know why she wanted to still play with it. Like I wanted to
Chloe stay
spend more
around.
time in the school to try to
Yeah,
find out what happened to Rachel.
yeah. I just feel like Chloe's just like having a blast with Max's powers, and she's just like having too much fun with it than actually, you know,
And this
wanting
is
to.
like a little nitpick, but I don't really like how she gets nosebleeds. It's just so cliche when it comes to powers to make them stop.
Yeah,
I think I would have liked something different, like having her vomit every time she uses it too much, or having
right.
her having a blurred vision, like she gets almost like if she uses
Yeah,
it too much, you'll go blind, or if you use it too much, you're gonna puke. Like something more threatening to her. Yeah, it just seems so cliche and so little to worry about. And the
yeah,
passing out, even though passing out is a serious thing, it's just so cliche to
right,
for these type of horror stories. But it's just a little
yeah,
nitpick. I just wish they would have went with something different.
right. Yeah, they could have. I mean, like I don't know what they could have used differently than
Yeah.
that,
All
but
I could think of was like vomiting or
yeah, yeah,
like
that,
seeing everything in a blurred like if she calms down then she'll see everything clear again or something
right,
like that.
yeah,
And in episode 3, I got excited for because I don't know why, but I love it when games let you play it at nighttime, like in the story, but it's nighttime.
oh yeah,
Like I love the nighttime setting because it's like, oh, they're in school and they shouldn't be up at this hour. And I don't know
right.
why I get excited, but I do when games let you play social games at night.
Was it? No, it was that second episode, right, where you had to like sneak past the principal at night.
So this is the
Was
third one now.
the third one? Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Oh. He'll just rewind him so his back's turned.
Yeah. Because, like, sometimes there was a lot of parts like that where you had to just rewind and just, uh, like, get around whatever it was. Like, sometimes I couldn't figure it out, but then I was like, oh, wait, that's all I gotta do is just rewind and then go with it.
And also another little thing that made the world feel more real was you get an angry text from Nathan calling you a feminazi.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like the hate for feminists in this world makes it even more realistic.
Yeah, because
So I
that was,
like that they added that. It seems like the dialogue seems so real that that's how a stupid teenager would talk.
right?
I'm glad they put that in just to show it's not like, usually high school stuff is like, oh, these kids don't curse or anything. It's like, they do.
Right? So he sent her a text saying that, but that was also in the like where the swimming pool was in the locker rooms or whatever.
Yeah, it was also written
On
on
the
the bathroom walls that
Yeah,
calling her that.
yep. Which I'm always thinking like, why are they always out to get her? It seems like they just can't stand her.
Yeah. It's mostly Nathan and
Yeah,
trying to make her not liked by the rest of the guys.
right.
Did your plant die?
Uh, I don't think so because I would always water it. Like I always watered it. So
But if you water it in episode 1 and 2, it'll drown.
did it?
Yeah, mine's drowned. So
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
you're only supposed to water it in episode 1, then episode 2 you're not supposed to water it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And also something I like how they fused Facebook and Twitter because they called it Facebook, but the background looks colorful like Twitter.
Yeah, I like how like you can. I don't know. It's like the same way like they did like being able to read text messages and stuff like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like really real. Like them
Yeah.
into media and stuff, and everyone has computer. Everyone's on their phones.
Yep.
Um,
Or like you had choices where you could look through people's phones, which I
when
wouldn't do.
did you jump when Chloe scared Max?
Did I jump?
Yeah, when she came out and was like, "Boo!"
Oh no,
Like she scared me. Like both
no.
both playthroughs, she scared me.
Oh no, I didn't.
And there's an option, like a dialogue option, where she's like, "What if Rachel's and she doesn't finish?" And you could pick to be like alive or dead. Did you pick dead?
I picked alive. Cause yeah, I remember her asking, uh, "Do you think she's? Do you think Rachel is?" And then I just put alive. But I was like, whether you say dead or alive, both of it basically means the same thing.
Yeah.
Like either way, you know.
Do you remember what you said when you picked it? Because I never picked that. I always pick dead because
Um,
I think she's dead.
I can't remember what she said because that was the part where she was like angry. So she was like, wasn't it? That was the part where she was angry, I think, right? So she was like, whether I guess even if you said alive, she's still like, I don't know,
Um,
like she was still angry.
she's always angry.
Yeah, like she acted like everything was just like she hates everything.
So did you take the money?
Uh, at first, I think I chose to leave the money, but then I was like, well, I might as well do it because, like they were saying, that she owes Frank money.
Yeah. And for some
But
reason, I don't trust that principal. So it's like, what
yeah,
if they don't even use the money for the handicap fund anyways? What
yeah,
if he
it,
uses it for something else?
yeah, exactly. Because they said it was what, $5,000, so they said it was, that's a lot of money. So I
Yeah,
mean,
she was
yeah,
so shocked, like that's how much they have for it. So it just seemed like, oh, the principal's gonna use some of it, and I don't know. He probably
yeah,
wouldn't
like
have,
I
but
felt bad. I don't know. I felt bad for taking it because it, they said it's for the handicapped kids, or whatever. But then I was like, but if she doesn't pay Frank back, he's
he could
liable
be
to get
dangerous.
sued. Yeah. So I was like, that's another choice where it's like either this or this, this or that.
Yeah, I chose to took it too the first time, but only because it's like if I was with a friend and she opened a drawer full of money, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this. Should I take this? Like, you're not gonna stop me, are you?" I'm like, "No, just go ahead and take it."
Right.
That's how it would be in real life. I wouldn't take any of the money though.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. If it was me, like by myself or whatever, and I would just like leave it. I wouldn't even touch it.
Yeah,
Like even if I needed it really, really bad, I still wouldn't be able to do that.
yeah. So did you pick the boys' locker room or the girls' locker room?
The girls.
The
But
first
then
time I picked the boys
you did.
because I didn't know you could get into both later, and I wanted to
Yeah.
find out Ethan's locker if he had anything, which he
Oh yeah.
didn't, but I thought that maybe he would have something in there.
Yeah, I didn't realize we would be able to get in the other one later. I mean, like I chose the girls first, and then I just explored everything that
Yeah.
I could when I got in there. But
Like for the girls, she's like, ooh la la, but if you check the boys, she's like, you pervert.
that's funny. But I mean, yeah, you have a good point though. Like you would have been able to like, because I didn't realize you could search through the lockers, and then like I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, maybe find something that Nathan might have or whatever.
Yeah. But they're smart enough to not leave anything.
Right. Because
Did
there was a
you
cell phone in one of them, I think.
did you
Can't
mess
remember.
with the Vortex Club? Like did you erase any names?
Not that I remember, because
It should be in your choices.
I know it says I'm on the party list, so
Yeah, there's an option to add yourself and then there's an option to delete, like to erase names, but it doesn't tell you what names.
no, I didn't erase any. Yeah, I didn't erase anything. Like I didn't change anything.
Yeah, on the first playthrough, I didn't change anything either. On my second playthrough, I did because I have Victoria as my enemy.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm like, maybe, hopefully, one of the names I erased was hers.
Oh, it doesn't tell you. It didn't tell you.
No, it doesn't tell
Huh.
you who you erased.
Yeah, I wonder why. Like maybe it'll show up later on in the next episode. Like if since you did erase something, like you said, maybe it'll be, you know, Victoria.
And then when you went back to her room, did you kiss Chloe?
At first, I did to see what would happen because I was just curious, like what happened. But then I went back and didn't because, of course, the whole Warren thing. So that's
Yeah,
why I went back and changed it.
I didn't kiss her on both, so I don't really know what happened. I'll probably will in the third one just to make everything different.
Right?
But yeah, I didn't want like in this one, I just wanted to try to get with that not biker, the skater guy. And in my
Yeah,
second playthrough, I'm trying to get with no one.
yeah. See, like me in real life, like say it was me and my best friend, I wouldn't have done it. So,
Yeah,
like, I was just curious on this, but
yeah.
then I went back and didn't do it.
And I got so excited when she's like, "Go in the closet and get yourself different clothes." I was like, "Yeah, I can change my clothes out of those
Right?
boring ones. I was
Yeah, I like
hoping
that
there
too.
was different styles you could pick, but it just had a set one.
Yeah,
Oh well, at least it's better than what she was wearing.
right? I mean, I kind of felt it was a little strange, like it with it being Rachel's clothes, because like she could be dead, and then like
Yeah,
wearing.
I
I
would
would
have.
just feel strange,
I
but
would have at least took off the red um coat or whatever it's called
yeah,
because it was like she wore a black shirt and then the red.
yeah, over it like the plaid
Yeah,
form
plaid.
shirt.
Did you warn the homeless woman, or did you tell her like, oh, nothing's wrong?
The homeless woman?
Yeah, the second time you could talk to her, you could have warned her about the storm, about your
Oh
vision.
yeah, I didn't warn her because uh like because it would be like her looking at me like, what? What are you talking about? But so no, I didn't.
If you warn her, I think she believes you. She seems
Does
like,
she?
oh, thanks for the warning. That's how she
Oh,
is. So I don't know how to take that if she believed me or not.
yeah. So yeah, because that's why I was like, because the storm is like a
It's
thing
pretty
that,
hard to believe. Like if someone came to
yeah,
me and was like, I had a vision, I wouldn't believe them either.
I wouldn't either. So that's why I was like, nah, I'm just gonna not warn her.
Did you delete the message on the answering machine?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't at first, but on my playthrough I did. So she doesn't have to get into more trouble.
Yeah, that's why I deleted it you know, because I did, like I didn't erase it. I just wanted to hear like what would happen. And then her mom was like, "Oh, what have you done this time?" or something like that. And then I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, I better go back erase it because she doesn't need to be in more trouble in
So where did you throw the bone? In the road or in the parking lot?
the parking lot."
Yeah, me too.
I was like, "Oh my god, they put the option of throwing it in the road." I was like, "That's not even." I was like, "That's horrible." No matter who it is. I was like, that's no matter who it is, that's still horrible.
Yeah. And you, um, since you went back and didn't shoot at him, you found the gun. Did you decide to give it to Chloe or no?
Uh, I think I don't think I gave it to her.
Yeah, I didn't either.
'Cause
Because it's
this
like, what if she's too reckless with it?
right, because my choice is the one where it's like either Chloe has the gun or Frank has the gun.
Yeah.
Like I didn't give it to her because I was like, no, better not do that again.
Also, when you went back in time, did you leave a drawing by the fireplace?
Yeah, I that part like the part where you're having to hide his keys, her dad's keys, right? Well,
Yeah.
I know I did put a drawing there, but I kept having to go back and so many times because I everywhere I hid the keys, like it was always the
Yeah.
wrong spot. So I was like, I don't know if like the last time I did it, I don't know if it's still there because I did draw on it, but I don't know if it's still there.
Um, it happened to me too. It's like I had to do it either really early on or like put it there just before I threw it out the window, like threw out the keys.
Yeah. Wait, where did you throw the keys? Or where do you hide the keys?
I threw it out the window. Would you put them?
What? See, I didn't know I could do that. So, because I kept putting it in every spot in the house, but the last spot I put it was in the sink in the water.
Oh,
Yeah, but I didn't realize you could throw it out the window
so the
until
sink in the
you just
water
said it.
that worked.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that's
I
cool.
tried everything. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, he can hear it either way. So I was like, okay, where am I supposed to put this? And then whenever he went around to go into the living room, I snuck in there like behind her and just like dropped it in the water. She had to make sure nobody was looking, but she dropped it in the water.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because I thought the window was the only option, like for a successful one. Because everywhere
Yeah,
I had it too, he kept finding it.
that's why I was surprised that you said you threw it out the window because I didn't know that was even an option. Because I know I put it in the plant, I put it in the cookies, I everywhere. I tried everything.
So when she shows up back in her own time, I wasn't too surprised that she messed everything up, but
Oh yeah, me neither. Because you know,
I was confused as to why she was with those group of kids now. Like, is she um a mean person now, or are those people not mean? Like, are they still the cool kids, or are they all nerds with her? But I'm guessing it's she's mean now. But why would she be?
I don't know. That confused me too because it seemed like whichever one that Victoria, is that her name? The
Yeah,
one that, yeah, she was
they were
like,
like friends now.
yeah, they were asking her if she was okay or something, like stuff like that. Um, I was like, what is going on? I mean, I knew that that would happen because you know how they always say time travel, one small mistake, you can alter everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I figured that was going to happen, but
And she has the same hairstyle. It's like if you're with like the popular kids, why would you have the same lame hairstyle? I
right,
just don't like her hair. And also when it's revealed that her Chloe is in a wheelchair, do you think that's like bad karma for when she parked in the handicapped spot and her taking the money?
I don't know because like it's hard to say. Like,
Because that'd be kind of weird how it's like bad karma to this version of her when it's the other version that's don't show any respect to the handicap.
I don't know because that when she went back to when they were younger, I don't know. It's hard to say because
Because
and
remember
then
in the first episode when she sees her truck, but she doesn't know it's Chloe's truck yet. She sees her truck in the handicap space,
yeah,
just like taking up, and it's like it's kind of like a clue, like she doesn't really care for those
yeah,
people. She ends up in a wheelchair.
yeah. I mean, because I also thought I was like, well, is it better for her to be like that and still have her dad, or would it be better to be back the other way with her being like a careless, you know,
Yeah,
without her dad? So it's
yeah,
either her being paralyzed and still have her dad, or the other way and not have her dad. I don't know.
yeah.
Like,
That's like a hard one.
yeah, it's hard to say about that part. Like, I don't know. It kind of shocked me a little bit, but then
Yeah, I
I
can't
got,
wait for episode 4 where it explains what happened. Like,
yeah, because I'm wondering if it's gonna stay the same or if it's gonna go back to the way it was before. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
back to the way it's always been, like the first 2 episodes, and then
like what happened to Kate and
yeah,
does Nathan still have the gun or is she in on it? Oh, and
yeah, and then
back to
like
the first episode, like why would like if Chloe's expelled and Nathan's a guy, why are they meeting in a girl's bathroom at the school?
I wondered that same thing. I was like, what?
Why don't they meet out in the alley or the parking lot or something?
Right?
I guess that's the second plot hole. Like, why are they meeting there?
Like I don't know. It was just it's weird because like she got Chloe got kicked out of that school. So how I mean, how was she even allowed in there like that?
Yeah,
And why
like
would
anyone could just
she?
walk in.
Yeah. Or like anybody could just walk in with a gun. You would think a lot of schools would have like some kind of security thing, maybe like to make sure you can't bring in like
Yeah.
guns or whatever.
And I just wanted to compare this to The Walking Dead, since that's the only Telltale game I played. But I feel like even the smallest choices, I feel like they matter so much more than they do in those games.
Yeah,
Like they matter in Life is Strange. The choices here matter more than they do in that Walking Dead game, because there was a few times in The Walking Dead where I'll side with someone and
yeah,
try to become their friend,
right.
and like they don't really mention that dialogue anymore. Like, oh, I remember when you did this for me, and it has to be something major for it to matter,
Oh,
not little things for it to matter. But this game, whether it be major or one of the small choices, it actually makes it matter.
right.
So I like that a lot better. That this game actually makes little choices matter as well as the most important one,
Right.
like the plot wise ones.
Yeah.
Like how Kate liked it when you erased the bad stuff on her board.
Oh, yeah.
Like it just seemed like that stuff wouldn't matter in The Walking Dead. Like something small like that. I really, really like this game. It's been really good with its choices and making it feel like it all matters.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. Like it's just a lot of it's like see like a lot of it like the time travel and going stuff like that. That's not really real, but then there's also a lot of it that is real, like it would be in real life.
Yeah.
So it's like a mixture. So that's it's pretty cool.
And to compare this with Japanese dating sims, because there's a lot of dating sims where you could choose choices too.
Yeah.
This is like, it's so much more better because it's in the Japanese one, it just seems like you're watching an episode and then like five choices throughout the whole game is all you get. But this one is
Right.
like full on all kinds of choices.
Yeah, because I like how they have like the voice acting and you don't have a lot you have to read. I mean,
Yeah. Like
you
there's
can
some
actually
with
watch
voice
it.
acting in Japanese ones, but even with voice acting, it's like, where's my choices?
Right. Or like even still some reading you have to do,
Like a lot
I
of dating
guess.
sims feels like a visual novel. Like,
Yeah, basically, yeah. This one, I don't know. To me, this one's kind of like one big movie in a way.
you know, with all kinds of choices. That's the way I like it. Like, get me involved in the game.
Like, I think it would be cool, like, if they would have took, like, when you finish an episode, you could go back and watch the whole thing, like, without playing it, but watch the whole thing with your choices. Just
Oh
watch
yeah,
it.
just for a playback, like recording you.
Yeah, and then, like, you can just sit and watch it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted for a long time for The Last of Us. Like, I
Uh-huh.
just felt like watching it again without having to play it. And
Right?
someone on YouTube made it, so
Really?
maybe once all the episodes are out for this game, someone might do that too.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Just make it like one big movie.
Yeah. A little nitpick, and uh well, not a nitpick for this game, but a nitpick for Japanese games and series altogether is I like how the characters have different hairstyles throughout in their
Yeah,
pictures and when they were little to when they are now. Because in
right.
a lot of Japanese ones, it's like the hairstyle they have now, it's kind of the same since they were
Same.
kids.
Right.
So I really liked, I can't say it enough how real this game is.
Yeah, it's like they actually did put a lot of like they actually put a lot of effort into it. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And even in like, if the dialogues, like if you pick a choice, all the dialogue is a little different if they remember
yeah,
what you did. Like even though I hated how she kept bringing up, like, oh, you let me get in trouble with that weed, I kind of liked that she brought it up because it made it seem more real.
Yeah, like in
Because,
real life, like you know how like your friends would do that same thing,
yeah, they'll
or
keep bringing something up, and you know what kind of person they are.
yeah. So yeah, it is more like I said, like more real life, and then it's cool because I like the
Yeah,
whole time travel thing type stuff. I'm trying. I don't know when the next episode comes out, but
I read it
it
was like July something,
is
so
it because
one
I
more month.
thought yeah I thought they said it was they released one like every month or every other month or something like that.
Yeah, so I think the fourth one will come out in July.
Yeah,
People don't really
hopefully.
know. It's just like a estimate.
Yeah, at least every other month or something.
So I guess that's all we have for now.
All right.
So again, I'm Valerie.
I'm Amanda.
Want all the stuff I don't need to make a bucket list. It doesn't make me greedy, it just makes me a feminist. Now I'm thinking back through all the guys I've dated. If they heard this song, they'd fucking hate it. It's so easy. And now